Okay, retake.
Reinforcements en route. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Heavily armored hostile detected. Contacts. Heavily armored hostile detected. Serious trauma detected. Heavily armored hostile detected. Heavily armored hostile detected. Incoming hostiles detected. Heavily armored hostiles detected. Heavily armored hostiles detected. System malfunctioning.
You get rid of this robot.
Super activated. Beacon down. Vital signs critical. An agent needs assistance.
Look at this. We're back with our Division 2 video, and today I'm gonna show y'all a tipping scales build that tears through escalation tier 0 to tier 10. And before I show y'all the build, make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment down below if you want a shout out. And also shout out to this guy for supporting the stream earlier. I streamed for about 3 hours on Twitch and on this YouTube channel. Check out my Twitch, link in the description down below, and let's hop right into the build. So this is the build that we are running. Of course, our signature weapon is going to be the survivalist, which is the crossbow. And for the gears, we are running 4-piece tipping scales. 2-piece equals plus 30% magazine size, and for the 3-piece, plus 30% LMG damage. And for the 4-piece is throttle control shooting, build stacks to a max of 50. Each stack provides plus 0.5 weapon handling and 4% critical hit damage. Lose 6 stacks per second while not shooting. No stacks are lost if an enemy is suppressed. So basically, it doesn't matter if you don't hit an NPC or if you hit an NPC, the stacks just builds up if you shoot. So for our mask, we are running critical hit chance, critical hit chance. And for our backpack, we are running critical hit chance and critical hit chance as well. And for the talent is snowball, increase the critical hit damage received per stack from 4 to 7. And for our knee pads, we are running critical hit chance as well. And for our holster, we are also running critical hit chance as well. Also, this build does not need prototypes or expertise. The clip I showed y'all earlier didn't have any expertise yet. and it still did so much damage. And now I know y'all see there's an expertise on our gun right here. I just added it, but you can take my word for it. There was no expertise a while ago while I was using that gun. And for our chest piece, we are running the equalizer, which is the unit alloys. It gives us plus 5% rate of fire, and the attributes we are running on this is critical hit chance, damage, and for the mod, of course, critical hit chance. And for the talent, we are running Perfect Obliterate. Critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 24 times. This is perfect for the build. And also, if you do not have Perfect Obliterate, you can use Obliterate as well, which is the same thing but stacks up only to 20 times. And for the gloves we are using the Overdogs. We are running the crit chance and crit damage, and most important thing is the talent weakest link. It amplifies weapon damage by 30 to the lowest ranking enemies currently in combat as per tier hierarchy. So these are the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. You can pause the video to see. And then for the gun, of course, we are running the blue screen for our primary. And these are the stats I'm running with. Damage to armor, and the talent here is the most important one. So disruptor rounds. Shooting an enemy marks that enemy and adds a stack to the agent up to a count of 50. Shooting marked enemies refreshes the mark and adds stacks to the agent. When you deploy a non-shield skill, remove all stacks on agent and all marked targets trigger in effect. So 1 to 10 stacks pulls marked targets for 5 seconds. 11 to 25 stacks pulls and disrupt marked targets for 5 seconds. 26 to 49 stacks pulls, disrupt, and disorient marked targets for 5 seconds. And 50 stacks pulls, disrupt, and disorient marked targets and all hostile within 10 meters of the marked targets for 5 seconds. This effect will trigger immediately if any marked enemy is killed. So basically this build is or putting pressure on the enemy so you don't get pushed and you don't get surrounded easily. So basically this is very good for escalation or any type of game modes, maybe control point, retails, you can do that. And for secondary, we are running this one. This is very important as well. You're running the lefty. Doesn't matter what attributes you have on it, because basically you're not even going to use it, but you are going to be using the talent. Perfect Sledgehammer. Dealing damage with a grenade applies a mark on target. With mark, will take 20% more damage to armor from the agent that applied the mark, and have a minus 30% movement speed. Mark will the mark will disappear after 10 seconds. So basically, Perfect Sledgehammer is going to be very useful if you are going to be using the Molly. So the Molly grenade, if it hits anything, it doesn't really matter how many NPC you hit. If you hit the NPC, basically the Perfect Sledgehammer comes into play. And of course, the pistol, we are running the quick step. And as y'all can see, we don't have any SHD level, barely any expertise, no prototypes, and before we forget, your global modifier doesn't really matter as long as whatever you're comfortable with. So this is what I'm comfortable with, the blackout pulse. And we have compress, convert one, and nullify. And for our signature weapon, the stats we are running it with is this one right here.